Tom Hunt.
Question number 10.
Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Government is providing a significant amount of taxpayer subsidy to remediate cladding on high-rise residential buildings. 95% of buildings with unsafe ACM cladding have work underway or complete, and over £1.6 billion has been allocated from the fund itself, alongside a wider set of interventions to speed up resolution for those leaseholders who are impacted.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's quite clear to me that freeholders and managing agents have a duty of care towards residents, whether they be leaseholders or tenants. In Ipswich, we have two quite dramatic examples of where these freeholders and agents are dramatically failing the residents. We have Cardinal Loss that the Minister is aware of, but we also have St Francis Tower, where we have residents for over a year living in darkness with no natural light to the street lamp. Will the Minister confirm to me if there are any plans to bring a new regulatory framework to make sure that these cowboy companies, such as block management, that have refused responding to my emails about block management, are held to account, and also there are clear standards when it comes to remediation works?
Minister.
My honourable friend is an absolute champion for the issues which his constituents have highlighted to him, and I have had the privilege of accompanying him on a visit to one of those particular buildings Cardinal lost a few weeks ago. Building owners have a responsibility to remediate the buildings which they own. They have access to funds where they are able to do that, and they should be ensuring that developers and other people who are interested parties are followed up accordingly in order to make sure that the ultimate aim, which is to make sure that leaseholders are not impacted, is resolved as quickly as it can be.
Diane Abbott.
The Minister will understand what a terrible problem this unsafe cladding is. I have a development in my constituency, Dalston Square, which has unsafe cladding, and the builders, Barratts, have accepted responsibility, and they put up scaffolding to deal with it. That scaffolding has been up for 2 years and nothing has happened because of some dispute between the builders and the contractors. Is there no way the government can ensure with unsafe cladding that it is dealt with promptly and tenants, residents, don't suffer from the problems that they encounter with having scaffolding up for 2 years?
Minister.
The Honourable Lady raises an important point, and the point is that both we need to get these properties resolved and mitigated and improved, but it also needs to be done in a way which works as much as it can for the leaseholders who shouldn't be impacted by this in the first place. I would be happy to receive any information on the specific building. I visited a flat in Manchester just a few weeks ago which had a similar issue, and I'd be happy to talk to you about the specific issue in more detail.
Stephen Metcalfe.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Can my right honourable friend update the House on the discussions that he has had with developers about replacing unsafe cladding, and also what process is in place to resolve disagreements between residents and developers when there is a dispute about what level of remediation is needed, such as has arisen at Morello Quarter in Basildon?
Thank my honourable friend for the question. My honourable friend, the Secretary, my right honourable friend, the Secretary of State, is working to bring forward the developer contract, which has been in place which is being discussed and debated for a number of months, and we hope to have progress on that shortly. We are very clear that ultimately building owners have the responsibility to remediate these properties and to make sure that leaseholders can continue to live their lives as they should be able to do.